Hello, chat. Hope we're all having a peachy Monday night, Monday afternoon, whatever time it happens to be. We're gonna play some Mario today. We're 14 exits into Sauna Mario World 2, and it's been a very pleasant time so far. I'm a bit late today, about 20 minutes or so, because I was making pizza and I lost track of time. Your thumb hurts, but otherwise it's going alright. Okay. Why does your thumb hurt? What did you do? I do believe last time we had a new exit to go to through one of these old levels. Which level was it though? Not that one. Okay. To the left leads to this, which we did. To the right leads to the first passage that we went to. And we only have one exit from this level, so it must be Siofra Falls. You have no idea, maybe you slept on it wrong? Isn't that the worst? When you have no clue what the issue is? Oh, timer's not starting. Why is the timer not starting? Did something change? Start split. It says numpad 4. I hit numpad 4. Are you gonna start? There we go. There we go. And we're gonna have to restart the level. It was just being temperamental. That's fine. We can all be a little temperamental sometimes. I don't think we're going to be doing too much Mario today. I'm kind of just wanting to finish Mega Man 5. Because it seemed like a very pleasant time, so we'll maybe do like an hour or so of this and then swap over. Really depends on how long I feel like going. I suspect Mega Man 5 will take like maybe 2, maybe 3 hours to finish. It seemed like one we could get through very quickly. Oops, put this spin jump there. You freak. Hello, Cube. Not sure if you've ever called me a freak before, so at least you're staying original. Why am I playing Mario? Because that's what I do on Mondays. Nope. Just barely missed that. That is what I do on Mondays. Mondays have always been Mario. For as far back as I have been streaming, Mondays have been for Mario. Why not World of Warcraft on Mondays? Because I live a happy, fulfilling life. Hope that answers your question. I do not have a World of Warcraft addiction. Never have, never will. I do not need to play World of Warcraft ever. I think I'm trying to rush that second jump there. I don't need to be so hasty. Yeah, there's plenty of time. Okay. And then it wants me to throw that upwards, but is there a reason for me to go up there? I can't really see from that spot. Really? Okay, I need to wait there too. Give myself a little bit of time to let the bat there drop down below. Okay, that's what's gonna happen. Okay. That's fine with me, and then I guess I'd probably try to bounce on the shell there. One of the Taskmaster episodes you watched last night had a crazy roller coaster of emotions. And what might that have been? I have a suspicion what it might have been, but... Please do tell. I love talking about Taskmaster. I love when new people have seen Taskmaster and see some of the more, like, iconic and more emotional moments. Taskmaster from the MCU? No. No. This Taskmaster is good. Okay, yeah, I need to be faster than that. It was season 2, they were trying to throw a potato in a hole without touching the red green. I'm still upset about that. The most upsetting thing that has ever happened in a television show for me. I cannot fucking believe they did that to him. I cannot believe they did that to him. The way I see it, he didn't actually touch it. He didn't actually touch it. The camera angle that we see, his shoe could have been lifted up slightly off the ground in the front. A load of horse shit is what it is. Damn good television, though. Oh. Didn't realize I was supposed to go that fast. Okay, I still made it in there somehow. Oh no. This shit's gonna be rough. Okay, I need to be a little bit slower than that. I can wait a moment. Oh no, I'm supposed to, okay, I see what I'm supposed to do there. I'm supposed to jump on this, and then jump on that. The fact that the Taskmaster was like, you want to see the replay? And then everyone was like, yeah. Absolutely legendary trolling. Hello, Lorelai. You're having a wonderful day. What in the... Do I need to wait a little bit more there? Timing to that, it's gonna be weird. You just woke up? Yes, so it must be a wonderful day. I love sleeping in. I'd sleep in all the time if I could. I unfortunately did not just wake up. I've been up for quite some time. Yeah, I think I need to be faster there, actually, so that the platform is more to the right. That Joe Wilkinson clip is so good. It's so good because it's every emotion that you could possibly feel, right? It's triumph followed by disaster, followed by, you know, terrible defeat. Wait, what the fuck am I supposed to do there? Okay, there's 2 coins over to the right, so... Am I supposed to go over there and jump to those coins? And the buildup of him going last in the viewing? I really think they should have awarded him... Really should have awarded him points for that. Joe Wilkinson is easily one of my favorite Taskmaster participants. Oh, that's what it wants me to do. And then I run and get the... Okay. I run and get the speed I need to get up top. Yeah, Joe Wilkinson's probably like my third favorite. Oh, really? Does jumping there full height get me... jumps me into the spikes. Yeah, Joe Wilkinson's probably like my third or fourth favorite Taskmaster participant. He just like... He did such a stellar job of having the right kind of attitude for that thing. You know, that sort of thing. Fuck! Oh wait, no, not fuck. Okay. Cool. I'm not supposed to touch that. He's either nailing the task or going full dent. Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's the best way to go about it. You know, you either like just get it in one or complete disaster. You know? Damn it. I just missed the jump. I was going for it right then. I don't know if this person is how. I think that's a good idea. But also, since the question was asked, even though it was by a bot, I'm going to use this command here so that anybody who wants to know my schedule can just go there and check the schedule, because I have a schedule now. Like a posted one. I've always had like a loose schedule, but now I have like an actual... Okay. Now I have like an actual, like, a post for people to look at. That really didn't feel genuine? No, I didn't feel genuine. That's the same template that like all the bots used when they try to hit you up in DMs. So that's why... That's why I have no qualms with you shooting it. But if there was a you know, a genuine person asking, they can just go to the Discord that is linked. But it's not a genuine person. A genuine person would just come in here and be like, hey, I like your stream, do you have a schedule, etc. Right? Like they wouldn't be so formal about it. You know? Okay, timing now. Damn it. Your Hot Pocket has finished. Well, like finished being consumed or finished cooking? I still have a pizza and some salad sitting in front of me because I never finished dinner. I was late to stream because I was making and eating dinner, but I actually never finished. I know what I'm supposed to do there. I'm supposed to get enough speed to bonk on that on my own so that I don't have to wait like this. But I am bad at this, so... What the fuck? Oh no, what the fuck are you supposed to do there? You don't get quite... Oh, I didn't even see this. You don't. I was gonna say you don't get quite enough speed height to get over here, but you're supposed to go over here. You're supposed to like U-turn. That's gonna be hard. Yeah, I'm gonna be quite honest. I only really like the default pizza Hot Pockets. I've never liked the other flavors. The ham and cheese one is just gross to me. You're just not a Hot Pocket enjoyer, personally? I'd rather have, like... I'd rather have bagel bites, or... What are those pizza things? Pizza rolls. Pizza rolls. Excuse me. Why are you all the way over there? Why are you all the way over there? And then I missed the jump. Oh my lord. I'm... That is a next level throw. I'm gonna take a bite of my salad real quick. Salad? Yeah, salad. I'm eating a salad with walnuts and carrots and cucumbers right now. You sure you're an American? Yes, I'm sure I'm American because I've had pizza 2 nights in a row now. Right, this salad is right next to a big old slice of homemade pizza. And every night for the last 4 nights I've been eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches in bed before I go to sleep. So I'm positive I'm American. I'm embracing some of the only good things about our culture. Not what I meant to do. Walnuts absolutely ruined that. Well, you see, I needed to add walnuts, otherwise it would have just been carrots and cucumber, right? Because I don't like lettuce, so I don't put lettuce in my salads. I'll put other leafy greens if we have them, but... But we didn't have other leafy greens tonight, we just had lettuce. Oh, that killed me. I didn't think that would kill me, I thought it would just push me. It's just cucumber, carrots, and walnuts, yes. It's got some dressing on it too, some vinaigrette. I will agree that the walnuts are a bit of a strange texture to be eating with cucumbers and carrots. But it's not bad. I've eaten much, much worse texture and taste-wise as far as health food goes. Is that even a salad? Yes, a salad is just a collection of vegetables. Walnuts, you feel completely ruined the mouthfeel of those other two? I mean, I don't agree. But I can understand where you're coming from. I, for one, like putting nuts in my mouth. There's your clip for whoever the hell is gonna clip it. The only nut I'm not really a big fan of is like almonds. I'm not a huge fan of almonds. Almonds to me are just like, shit, way too dry. Why is How talking about the mouth experience? I mean, it's not a bad way to describe weird textures being together. You're on mobile and too lazy to figure out how to clip it. Yeah, I think I'm actually just gonna start going back to doing it this way because... Okay, wait, never mind. I thought this guy up here would be... He wouldn't spawn until I was up on this platform and the timing would be better, but apparently not. I don't like that part. The part where I have to fall off of the switch blocks onto the shell. Something about it's just really hard for me to visualize. Too early. I should just hold the jump button there is what I should do. That'd make things so much easier. Instead of trying to re-grab after I fall off the switch blocks. Oh yeah, Cryo, I forgot you're sick again. What kind of sickness is it this time? Last time you turned into like... You turned into a man that had been smoking for 40 years? What kind of ailments do you have this time? The ghoul. Yes, the ghoul. Last time Cryo turned into the ghoul. That missed? Damn. You bet it's fountain nose? Ugh. You know, some of us are trying to eat our nuts here, okay? We don't need to be gross about it. And walnuts are so good in terms of flavor, but like they make my mouth so dry. Like so dry. If you could have the flavor of walnuts without the absolute terrible dry mouth that you get afterwards, that would be nice. Mercedes, the trash cat, redeemed. Oop. Oh, I'm supposed to grab that. Water the plant, so I'll be... What? Oh, I ran out of time. I didn't realize there was a time limit on this. Damn. But yeah, redeem water the plant, so I water the plant. Water doesn't really help with the dry mouth of walnuts, though. It's like the same kind of dry mouth you get when you drink a really, really strong wine. You just got back from the gym and everything hurts, so that means it was successful. Although hopefully you didn't overdo it, because, you know, overdoing it means that you'll be unable to walk or do anything tomorrow, and I assume you're going to want to, you know, be able to do things tomorrow. A lot of people talk nowadays about, like, oh, just go until failure when it comes to, like, exercise. And I think in an ideal world, right, where people didn't have jobs and things they needed to do the next day, yeah, sure, just go until failure. But I, for one, like to be able to walk the day after I do squats, so I try not to overdo it. In the past, I have overdone it, and it was just miserable. Okay, you need to come back, because I have a time limit here. Oh, okay, I see what I need to do there. Wait, do I see what I need to do there? I have 4 seconds left on this screen. Am I fucked? Am I doing something wrong for this cycle? You need to go to the gym, you received money, so you could probably afford it. I personally would never pay for a gym membership, because it's like, just buy a few small pieces of equipment and do that stuff at home, assuming you have the space. I have a pull-up bar in my bathroom, so I do pull-ups and stuff in there. Hey, what the frick? This isn't Clay Fighters. Pilot, I don't know how to put this politely, but you're a nice person, and I like playing games with you, but I'll never touch Clay Fighters, okay? Clay Fighters is boo-boo, okay? It's grody, even, as the kids might say. Shit. Unfortunately, you hate being home to the people you live with. You received money and brought Transformers. Like, wait, you received money and you brought Transformers. Are you saying you brought Transformers to the gym for, like, a moral support? You got your RC figure right there. She's telling you to try harder. She's saying, Ganbate, Soul-chan. Ganbate? Shit. Yeah, I think I need to be faster than that somehow. Just go outside and work out. Assuming you have an outside to go to, yeah. Too damn hot outside? The heat helps, okay? It loosens up your muscles, it gets the sweat flowing. I'm wondering if I could just run past this dude and jump up there. The heat makes you puke? Yeah, you're puking out all the bad. Come on. Come on. Also, it does not get that hot up there. What's it like, 60 degrees in Nebraska right now? It was like 87 in the 87 degrees when I opened up my door today. Just an absolute load of horse shit. Oh, I totally can. Okay, maybe I'm supposed to do that. Why'd I spin jump? It's been 30 to 40 there. I hate you. I hate you so much right this moment. Damn it, I missed the jump. So if it gets to 100 degrees in Nebraska, right, during the hot season, but then also gets to like snowing temperatures in the winter, what is the benefit of living in Nebraska? Why do people live there? Like, if it gets both ends of the spectrum, why live there? Shit. There is no benefit. Damn it. Nope. Maine also has hot summers? Yeah, but like how hot are we talking? You also get tornadoes in Nebraska. It gets like 90 to 100. I'm starting to question like if these are like real 90 to 100s or like it was 100 degrees in 1979, therefore it is possible to be 100 degrees. Or if it's like, so like down here, 101 is not an uncommon number to see in the summer. But down here, we also, all of our temperatures are taken in the shade, which is such bullshit. Because so many people are going to be in the sun all day. They're not going to be in the shade. Damn it, I missed the jump again. Not a fan of this part of this level. It's just like, you know, it's just the timer. I'm not a fan of the timer. Damn it. Is that what's supposed to happen? Am I supposed to jump high enough there so that it activates this? But that doesn't... I don't know how that lines up or how that saves me any time. I guess it's hard to take anybody's word for it when it comes to heat because of like just how hot it actually gets down here, right? Oh. You know? Like, sure, being like, oh, well, it hit 90 degrees here is like, yeah, okay, that is a hot temperature, but like, what does it feel like compared to 90 degrees somewhere else, you know? I've been some places on the upper part of the East Coast, right? During the summer. And people were freaking out. It was like, oh my gosh, it's 80 degrees out, it's unbearable. And to me, as a Floridian, it was like, this is 80 degrees, wow, this is nice. Right? This is not what 80 degrees feels like for us. I didn't grab the thing. So do I really genuinely don't know what the block is for. But like, obviously it's to click on this, but what does clicking this actually do for me? This platform's gonna come back this way and go up. Do I just need it to be at this exact position right here as soon as possible? Maybe that's what it is. Just gonna trust level for a little bit until I figure it out. I mean, it's not like I have any choice but to trust level. Damn it. Clipped the very corner of that because I wasn't taking my time. Streamer man, viewer man. Damn it. How are you today, viewer man? Did you do anything exciting today? Okay, no, I don't want to be doing that. Nope. Okay, I mean, not every day needs to be exciting or eventful. You know, Cube, I'm surprised Twitch lets you send a message. Damn it. Damn it. Some of this stuff is a little bit finicky. What do I mean? I mean, lately, in my chat at the very least, Twitch has been like censoring people for saying things like coward or like mauled, right? So I'm surprised we were allowed to say that particular word in a sentence and you didn't just get shot off the platform. Damn it. Damn it. I always just overshoot that because I'm trying to hit the very left edge of that note block. And struggling quite a lot. Damn it. I missed the thing. Which, yeah. I fucked. Ah! I swear I'm pressing the jump button there. I swear I'm pressing the jump button there. It just must be like a couple of frames late. Ain't nothing wrong with someone asking why someone is pestering the cats. I don't think there's anything wrong with it either. I'm just saying the word you used is a word I would expect to get shot instantly off of Twitch. Damn. Trying to jump. That really clipped the very edge of that platform. Okay, I'm gonna take a moment to finish my salad. Soul, you have to stop. I don't know who taught you your Twitch chat manners, but it's it's a little rude to spam emotes like that to fill the chat. Just a little. Oh, what the hell? Is that what the timer looks like when it's over 10 hours? Nothing I have can ever just work. I'm gonna move that timer just ever so slightly. Where is it? There it is. No, quit it. There we go. Oh wait, no. It's just a copy pasta I've never seen before. What the fuck are these mods doing? The whole chat is being spammed and absolutely nothing is being done about it. This is the worst fucking stream I've ever watched. I have wondered why anybody would purchase a subscription to this shithole. This message will probably be drowned out by circle jerk going on in chat. Fuck you, you fucking spammers, you ruined my fucking day. Okay, you're washing your hands and then someone is dying? I think we all know who's dying. Lorelei? Yeah, no, it's not Lorelei. Disclaimer, this is not the worst stream, it's your favorite. That's so nice of you. Don't worry, Lorelei, you're not on my shit list. No, grab the fucking block, you dickhead. Why is it so hard for you to grab the fucking block, you son of a bitch? You very much enjoy these streams. They often make your day better. You know, it's kind of a mixed bag for me. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I have had very few streams over the last year that I did not walk away from with a better mood. I think there was like maybe 2 streams ever that I walked away with like a worse mood. I think one of the streams I walked away with just like a worse mood. I had started off just sort of like my day was just sort of weird, and I didn't really, you know, start off on a good foot. But the stream itself like was very quiet. I didn't really say much, and my chat didn't say much either. Y'all didn't say anything. And then the other stream was just the 12 hours of Millennia. Other than that, I want to say like every other stream, maybe 99% of other streams have been good. Can't believe how I just killed a man. It's true. How thirst for human blood. Be it man or woman. I genuinely don't know why that exists. I'm just gonna not throw the block and just try to land on the thing. Out there for people not to make one joke. If Hal were cool, he'd play Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Is that what makes people cool nowadays? Is it suddenly 1999 again? I thought Marvel wasn't cool anymore. Shit. It makes people cool to you. Pilot, I think you would find that my team is very much not cool. I think you would find that my Marvel vs. Capcom 2 team is very much a, fuck you, don't interact with me team. Okay, yeah, I feel like that... I feel like the block there is bait. Oh shit, I almost just killed myself by going too early. I'm gonna grab it anyway, but I really genuinely don't know why I need this. Maybe I need it... Maybe I need it for, in the pipe. But next time I'm just not gonna grab it and see. Your team is Surfbot, Trombone, and Amingo? My team is Storm, Blackheart, and insert third character here. Your team is based on being goofy. My team is based on, like, not interacting with people. This level so far, this part of this level is filled with so many just barely getting clipped, but just barely missing something. Yep, that's what I meant to do. Yep. Oh. Dude, I don't know what it is about the timing for that jump. I just can't fucking do it. I messed that up so much. Because I don't want to jump early and just miss the second pillar. The second stone coming to the right. But I end up doing it just too late. Bob has a server? Yes, I do. In case you don't know what it is, it's the place that you yourself were in the other night. And the night before that, and then the night before that as well. Exclamation point Discord if you want a link. But I know you're already in there, so you don't need a link. Shit. Man, that's crazy. What's crazy? Thought you were hanging out on Soul's Discord? Does Soul have a Discord? Does everybody have a Discord? Is that just a cool thing to do nowadays? Just have your own private Discord? Is this like back in the day when everybody I knew had a blog? You know? Okay, so... I'm starting to maybe see why I need to toss the block there. You have your own Discord for emotes? You have your own Discord inhabited only by you. Well, that just sounds sad. Yeah, I'm not someone that uses Discord emotes much at all, so like the idea of paying for Nitro and then using a server to like host emotes you can post everywhere, that's not really something I would do ever. Okay, so we can see now when I grab the thing. When I grab the block there, the timing is wrong. I was trying to jump lower there so that I didn't activate the stuff above me, but I don't think that's possible. You know, I'm just now realizing that I don't necessarily have to wait for the red shell here to hit this second block. I could just do that. And that might give me a little bit more leeway. Doesn't really give me the leeway here, though. So if I just jump right then and there, right, land on the platform, I should be able to bounce off of this dude and then bounce off of this dude. I'm not quite sure. That's what I'm gonna try. And if it turns out I absolutely do need the blue block, well then I'll have to figure that out. Damn. Actually too early there. Just wait. Hmm. Hmm. Way too early. You see, now I'm too fast. Now I'm too fast to be doing what I was doing. I'm like a whole half a cycle early. I'm not gonna stop doing this little faster trick though. It does just feel right to me now. Damn it. I didn't commit to it. I didn't commit to it. You know, chat, recently I've been watching a lot of Legend of Zelda randomizers. And I kind of wish I had something like that to do, you know? I kind of wish I had enough knowledge about a game to go play through a randomized version of the game and actually like figure things out on the fly. Damn it, it's still too early. Yeah, okay, there is something fucky going on there. So I do think I need the block just to wait for the Koopas to get in place. The Koopas. Damn it, didn't have enough speed there. I could have taken a little bit more time to get more speed. I was just being impatient. Okay, that's what I need to do. Damn it. Okay. That's what I have to do. That's why I need the block. Okay. I think the way I was doing it is possible, but would have been, like, much more difficult. Wait, no, okay, I waited too long there. I need to... My brain, like, was like... I was trying to do math in my head there for a moment. But I'm bad at math, so... Solve for X? No thank you. How about I get a D and pass? And never figure out what X meant, what it equaled, or why it mattered. What? You didn't throw it, Mario? Why didn't you throw it, Mario? What the hell? I need to hesitate less, honestly. That's what my issue has been these last few attempts, just hesitating too much. I swear, if I ever get a stream deck, I'm just gonna have to have a Sekiro button on it. So that the Sword Saint can just pop up, tell me that hesitation is defeat, and then walk off like a badass. Okay. I hope we get a second Sekiro in my lifetime, you know? Damn it. Too fucking early. My timing is bad. I'm impatient. And that's a terrible combination, being impatient and being hesitant. I'm getting an anime, yeah, but it looks bad. Also, like, Sekiro's story is not good enough for an anime. I don't I don't care about that. Sekiro's story was like alright as far as a video game story goes. It's still a little too FromSofty for me, but as far as fucking an anime plot, yeah, no thank you. Damn it. Shit, no, I need to throw that and immediately land on it. If it's not one-to-one, then it could be better. Yeah, but I still just don't think, like... I just don't think it'll be that interesting. Plus, what we've seen of the animation looked really, really rough. Like, really rough. And I just don't like the art style either, so... Like, there's nothing appealing there to me. What? Oh, fuck you, game. Fuck you. Fuck you. Oop. You know, I don't really know if there is like a video game anime adaptation that I've ever actually liked. There have been a few in the past that people are like, yeah, this one's good. But nothing that I can remember, you know? And there has never been like a... Off the top of my head, there's never been an actual, like, video game, oh, really, piece of media. That, like, a video game adaptation into, like, other art forms that I have personally enjoyed. Cyberpunk might be number one. Yeah, I haven't watched Cyberpunk because I haven't played Cyberpunk. Because when Cyberpunk came out, it was ass. And that killed all interest or hype for me. And it's good now, apparently, but like, do I give a shit now? Not really. Too early, really? It was a buggy mess on launch, but boy, you had fun with it. You liked Castlevania up to Season 3? I'm of the opinion that, like, the Castlevania stuff, like, does that even really qualify as anime? Also, that's not really, like, that's not even close to following the plot of the game, so it's kind of its own weird thing. I also liked it up till Season 3, but Season 3 was just ass, man. Does the Persona 5 show count? Oh, well, I haven't seen the Persona 5 show, but if it's anything like the Persona 4 anime, it's gonna be like a bad retelling of the plot with, like, a lot of the nuance missed, so... I remember being a huge fan of Persona 4 when that anime, the first anime, was airing, and think to myself, this is gonna be so great. It's one of my favorite video games as an anime. That's awesome. It's something I've always wanted. And then it came out, and it was like, oh. The end? That's the end. Cool. And the Persona 3 anime movies are like whatever. The problem is they took a plot that has a lot of nuance and a lot of details to it, and then they just boiled it down to its condensed form and then put that out. And that's just not, it's not that good. But there we go. We fucking beat... Oop. We beat another exit, finally. Fellas, we got a new DMC season coming out soon. Do we? Did they get a season 2? Please tell me that's not true. Please tell me we didn't actually get a season 2. Okay, what the fuck? What the fuck am I supposed to do there? I guess this is what I'm supposed to do. It unfortunately did. Ugh. Yeah, I think anime as a way to tell a video game plot, not a good idea. But taking an anime and turning it into a video game, now that sounds like a really good idea to me. Please someone just make a One Piece game that is just going through all of the different arcs of the story, please. Just watch Cyberpunk Edgerunners. Story doesn't spoil the game at all. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. One, because Cyberpunk Edgerunners is one of those things that to me has been hyped up so much there's no way I could possibly enjoy it. And two, because, like, if I'm going to go through Cyberpunk, I'm going to play the game first. A really good idea everyone seems to unanimously agree not to do. Oh, what? Make an anime into a video game? Like the plot and everything, not just turn it into a fucking arena fighter? See, the thing is, at least some of the Naruto games, they do that, and they do that really well, right? It's just, unfortunately, they did that while Naruto was ongoing and still a continuing story, so they cut short at really weird spots. Ultimate Ninja Storm 3 is a very good time going through that plot, but it just stops in the middle of a really important, like, arc. And it's just like, fuck you. We didn't have any other information to go on, so here you go. No, no, no! Arena Fronters don't count. Those games are garbo. I mean, yeah, the vast majority of them are bad. But I will stand by the fact that I think the story mode of Ultimate Ninja Storm 3 is actually very good, except for the ending, which just kind of ends because they didn't have any other information to work off of, right? They had caught up and even past what the manga was doing at the time. This level is fucking cool. Oh, this level is fucking cool. I'm really curious about the Fairy Tail turn-based RPG that came out, but also Fairy Tail is like my least favorite shonen of all time. So like, I don't know if I'll ever catch myself paying money to play that game. You know? Shit. But that is the exact sort of thing I want. I just want an RPG where I go through the plot of something anime related. Oh, I see what I'm supposed to do there. Okay. My pitch is for One Piece is because One Piece has a lot of arcs that would just work. Right? One Piece has a lot of characters in certain arcs that would work as like sub-bosses to fight. It has a cast of characters that are all like diverse in their role and would therefore transition into RPG roles very well, like white mages, you know, DPS dealer, tank, etc., right? But there's plenty of other anime that would also work. I want a One Piece MMO? No, I don't want a One Piece MMO. I want a One Piece RPG. Just like a full-fleshed, like, hey, this is all of East Blue, the first major part, all in this game, and it takes you, 60 hours to play through it. That sort of thing. As crazy as this may seem, since I have spent a lot of time in an MMO, right, that being FF14, I actually don't like MMOs. I think MMOs suck ass. And an MMO for like an anime would be like one of the worst things to happen. I suck. MMOs suck, okay? I don't know what to tell you. I can find some enjoyment out of the one that I play. And I did find enjoyment out of the one that I used to play. But the genre itself doesn't even fulfill its original purpose anymore. Of being like a massively social game. In fact, the way I see it, right, no game actually fulfills that that niche of just being a game where you go and you are social, right? It's a play. No game fulfills the idea of like a third space like MMOs used to. They can be like useful for socializing with people, but like it's not on the game. It's not the game that's making you social. Oh shit. The only reason anyone likes MMOs is because they were introduced to one before the rest of them, and it ruined... Introduced to one before the rest of them, and it ruined your view of all the other ones. Don't really know what you mean there, but as far as I'm concerned, the only reason I got into Final Fantasy XIV is because, like, the story was engaging, and I had a lot of time to waste. A lot of time to waste. I did not have a job. I was locked down in my home with nothing else to do. So it was like, well, guess I'll play this video game. And the only reason I went back is because I had friends to play with. But I had the friends before I started playing is the key factor there, right? I didn't actually make any friends that I talked to at all, in any capacity, not even just like while I was playing the game. Didn't make any friends while I was playing through the video game, because I didn't need to. There was no reason for me to force myself to socialize. Damn it, just barely clipped that. In your experience, people just try one and then really like the one they know, but the actual games themselves aren't good, so most people just dislike the genre as a whole. That's not my experience. I've tried a lot of MMOs as a teenager. Right? Like an absolute ton of them. But I can understand what you're saying. Fuck me, I didn't jump there. Didn't jump there, I thought I did. I must have jumped right before landing. You're really explaining this poorly? Maybe. I can't tell because I don't know what you're... I don't know exactly what you're trying to say. In my experience, most of the people you know started one and then never moved on. Yeah, no, I tried like maybe a dozen different MMOs. Let's see, what did I try? Let's see. Well, obviously the first MMO I ever played was not RuneScape. It was some like EverQuest bullshit, right? Like some Flash MMO or something. And you know, I played that for like a couple of hours and then moved on with my life. Then I played RuneScape, and the only reason I played RuneScape was because everybody else was playing it, right? But I did eventually like learn to really like the systems. But I only came back to that years later because, again, I had friends that were playing. My initial stint in RuneScape was much like every other, you know, 10-year-old kid, where it's like I played for a little bit, did some quests, died to a dragon, and then was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna go play Mario. I'm gonna go play The Legend of Zelda, right? Games that were fun without a huge time commitment. But once I had a working computer, in my teen years, let's see, I tried Neverwinter, whichever fucking Neverwinter MMO was, which I don't know what it was called, Neverwinter something or other. Right? I tried World of Warcraft, I tried Terra, There were a few others that I just don't remember the name of that I also tried. Basically, if it was free or had a free trial, I tried it and then moved on with my life. Fuck me, I just need to spit jump off that. That's what I need to do. One Apex stream? Never. I do not like Apex Legends. It is not a fun video game. That being said, it's not the fault necessarily of the genre, although I don't really think I like the genre either. It's more so the fault of just I don't like the movement in that game. It feels clunky. No. The game freeze? What the fuck is going on? Okay, I guess the game froze. I guess I'm gonna restart. Reset game. What the fuck is that about? I have never seen that before. Battle Royales really lost their luster? They kind of did. For a little while, they were kind of like the hot genre everybody was big on, but then, they just they didn't do enough to like innovate or to keep people interested. Like I put maybe 24 hours into Apex, and I was just like, okay, if this is all you have to offer, I'm good. And then after that, there was not another Battle Royale. I was like, oh, cool, that looks different. Every single time I was like, no, I've played plenty of Fortnite and Apex, I'm good. Although I guess I will say that, at least Apex Legends was, for a couple of hours, 24 hours or whatever, enough to keep my attention, whereas Fortnite was the only reason I was playing that is because my brother was playing it, and I wanted to spend time with him. He played a ton of PUBG and then a ton of Apex, and then what? Never went back to the genre? That's the way I see a lot of people. Put a ton of time into something like PUBG, lose interest for a little while, try to get back after like maybe a year break or something, and then be like, I'm good. Damn it. Won't play Fortnite with you though, Pilot. This was like before I knew you, okay? This is like early Fortnite. We're talking like Season 2. This is before they even had like a lot of the crazy guest characters that they have. When my youngest brother was still in high school, and so I would play with him and his high school friends, who were all like, just the worst kind of person to play with, you know? They weren't like bad people, but I don't know, man, like incredibly uninteresting people that were so self-interested, you know? Your MMR in Apex got too high and you just stopped enjoying it? RIP. I remember when video games were meant to be fun. Oh, fuck you, game. Okay, but that's progress right there. Thanks to Fortnite, now Hatsune Miku and Godzilla are besties. Yeah, what a boon to humanity that is. I miss when Miku was obscure. I miss when I was a fucking weirdo weeaboo nerd because I knew what a Hatsune Miku was. And she got on fucking Letterman or whatever, and it was all downhill from there. Curse you, David Letterman. Curse you! That must have been a really slow week in that office. If they were like, yeah, let's put Miku on this talk show with this fucking 85-year-old man. You hope no other game ever turns into the corporate circle jerk that Fortnite is. I'm just glad it happened to a game that I don't like, right? It's funny that so many people love all of the crossover stuff in Fortnite. Because I remember back in the day when a certain book, I don't remember the name of it, a certain book came out that was basically just like, well, what if I took every pop culture thing ever and mashed it into a book? Ready Player One, that's what it was. I remember when Ready Player One as a book came out, and everybody I knew was dunking on that shit. Everybody was like, bro, we just put a Gundam in there and Godzilla, and like, he just decided that he needed to put everything pop culture ever in one place ever instead of having any originality. But yeah, I kind of miss the days when crossovers were rare, and when they did happen, they made sense. Right? Like, having a crossover between Metal Gear and fucking SOCOM or whatever, that makes sense. Having a crossover between Hatsune Miku and Master Chief, that don't make no sense. Having fucking All Might in Fortnite, that just don't make no sense to me. Aside from the fact that it's popular, you know. I wonder what the next big shonen will be. Some people are betting on like Kagurabachi, but to me that just looked really fucking like just plain. Speaking of Fortnite though, the PvE mode is going free to play in April. They're still making that? Fortnite Save the World or whatever the hell it was? Save the world, defend the world, it was something like that. How the fuck do I get... Yeah, no, I guess I just wait for it to be slightly lower. It's been dead for years, but supposedly we're getting actual content when it goes free to play. Huh. I mean, I bet whoever the original dude to pitch the idea of Fortnite before it turned into what it is quite happy. But everyone else is just sort of like, okay. That reminds me, I remember so much during the first few days of the first few days, first few months of like Fortnite popping off, I remember thinking to myself, that game that was shown at the Game Awards, it's just like zombie defense. Okay, I should spin jump there, I guess. I remember being so fucking confused when so many people were talking about Fortnite. Then there's Fortnite, where you can play as Peter Griffin and kill Goku with the Infinity Gauntlet and do Gangnam Style on his corpse. And it's the worst slop on the planet. Yeah, especially since the most upsetting part to me, right, is that they have characters like Peter Griffin in there, but they're like, well, in order to not give someone an unfair advantage when shooting Peter Griffin, we made him big and hulky and strong instead of just making him Peter Griffin. Instead of just like make him a fat guy because he is a fat guy, they're like, no, that might throw someone's aim off. We can't do that. Surely I'll join you in the PvE mode when it's free. No, probably not, because the PvE mode doesn't appeal to me. Zombie survival or whatever the hell it's supposed to be, not a fan. Unless it turns out that like it's actually incredibly interesting, but. Pilot, you're gonna have to be happy with the Dark Souls 2 playthrough and not complain about too much else. There's actually something wild, by the way, because Giant Chicken has the normal Family Guy body shape, which is more or less the same as Peter's. So why did they do that to Peter? Why did Peter Griffin get turned into a very strong, hunky man, which he is not, instead of his normal, chubby... He's not chubby, he's fat. Normal fat self. I'm even more confused now. Dude, how am I supposed to get to that fast enough? Holy hell. There we go. Okay, well that part's quite cool. Like, there are big chunky character models in the game, but Peter is an anomaly. That's so strange, dude. Oh, right, bounce to the left. Another issue I have with Fortnite is that a lot of their costumes look like the character, but that some of their costumes, like the Street Fighter costumes, look just so awful. They look like a $15 cosplay of the character. Even Homer got to be fat. What, they didn't make Homer huge and chunky? They didn't turn Homer into a beefcake? What the fuck? Street Fighter was a super old collab, so the quality is a lot lower. I mean, update it then. I mean, like, they're still in control of that. They can make them look good. Not that it would change my opinion either way, because fuck that shit. Oh boy. Okay, that's not the right timing for that. They gotta update Goku first. What, does Goku look bad? Is Goku a super old collab that also looks terrible? You DM'd me Goku? Okay, we're gonna look at Goku real quick. Bro, what the fuck? Bro, what the fuck is that? Y'all. Oh my lord. I'm so glad that you DM'd this to me. Look at this shit, bro. Look at this shit. That is... I'm gonna zoom in on his face. Look at his fucking face, bro. His face and his hair look awful. What's going on here? What the hell is that? Oh. So, was there like a point, like a very clear point when it's like, oh, this was the collab where they started to actually like do good work? Because there was some recent thing that was like, oh, that just looks like the character, right? But this, oh my lord. I gotta get that off my screen. There was some recent collab where I was like, okay, that looks nice. The only Fortnite thing you got any enjoyment out of was the Vader AI. That shit was so fucking funny. Yeah, it was pretty funny. There were some good clips of that. He also DM'd me Goku Black and the thumbnails of all the other skins for the Dragon Ball collabs. Oh boy. We're just gonna go down a little hole here. What the fuck is going on with that? Okay, Goku Black. Okay, some of these other ones, these thumbnails look mostly alright. So we're just... Yeah, I'd say the thumbnails there look fine, so we'll show those first, but then we'll look at Goku Black and we'll compare that to... Okay, so this is the thumbnails, right? And oops. For the most part, these look alright. Gohan looks a little weird on the top right there. But like... And Vegeta looks kind of weird too. But like, they're like okay. But looking at Goku Black, right, third from the right, that looks like Goku Black. Compared to fucking this. Look at him. What's going on there? What's going on there, guys? You're telling me it's still like this in the game? What the fuck is that about? Whew. If I want to see really bad collabs, you'll find them for me? You know what? I'd love to. I'd love to see all of the worst looking skins, all the worst looking skin collabs in in Fortnite. Because again, when I played the game, I don't think there was any collab like this as a skin at all, right? It was like Season 1, Season 2 stuff. I remember thinking, looking at the skins and being like, there's nothing here. Way back in the day. Ah, damn it. Now this is the Fortnite content we needed. Listen, I love dunking on Fortnite. It's a good pastime. And my dunking on Fortnite comes from the heart because I played it before any of this stuff happened to it, right? When it was just I disliked the gameplay. And every time they've added something that I like to it, I have been totally untempted to try it. Right? They added My Hero Academia to Fortnite at one point. And like the actual like game mode changed because of the power-ups that you could get or something. Right? They added, I mean, obviously they added like Naruto and stuff. And Street Fighter. But every single time I was like, no thank you. I don't want to shoot someone and watch them turn into a 16-story skyscraper. And then someone says, but there's no build, you can do no build now, or Lego. And it's like, okay. But then I have to deal with the shitty feeling shooting of Fortnite and the awful art style. And I have to see Sasuke hit the dab. And I think I'm good. I think I'm good. I think I'll pass. I'm 30 years old now, I don't need to see Sasuke hit the dab. I don't want to see Ed, and Eddie do the worm or some shit. The gunplay is what initially made you hate Fortnite? I mean, if I remember correctly, my first impressions were like I strongly dislike how random this is, and shields are stupid, right? Like, I just disliked, oh, you pick up this goop, and you drink it, and now you have a shield, right? And I just also didn't like, oh wow, you found a gold gun. That just means you're gonna shoot better than the other guy, right? But then, with time, it was like, no, this gunplay also doesn't feel nice. Gunplay feels pretty good nowadays, though. Yeah, but like I was playing back then. Shit, I should have just gone immediately. What I should do there. Bounce on it once, like at this height, and then just go. Ultimately, though, like, just, I'm not gonna get into a battle royale. I don't like the randomness of that shit. Games are already random enough. You don't need to add random loot and random spawns and shit to it to make it even worse. Game still doesn't let you actually aim right. There's still some, like, bloom for most guns. I don't know what the hell you mean by bloom. Oh, you know what I should probably do? You know what's probably a more consistent, easier way to do that? Let me see if that works. That totally works. I'm a dumbass. That's the way I'm supposed to be doing it. Yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do. The more you shoot, the less the bullets go where you want them to. Oh, okay. I get what you mean by that. That's never been like a huge issue for me personally. but I do prefer the way like Counter-Strike does it, where there is a clear pattern that you can follow. Although I never got good at actually accounting for that pattern, so after the first like 3 or 4 bullets, depending on the gun, I was just like, CS also has bloom, but it doesn't though, it has a pattern. Bloom is only if you're moving. Every gun in Counter-Strike has a pattern that you can follow. It's not random. It's only random if you are moving. Damn, now I'm too early for that. I need to wait a little bit to start running. Damn it, I still need to wait. Still, you like moving when you shoot. Okay, but simply learn to counter-strafe. I understand what you're saying. That's my preference as well. I grew up playing Call of Duty more than anything, and guns in Call of Duty are basically laser beams. But if things have a pattern that is recognizable and repeatable, I'm fine with that too. Simply don't play Counter-Strike? Well, yeah, modern Counter-Strike sucks ass. How I miss you, Counter-Strike. CSGO, how I miss you so. Why did they take you from me? You were so young. So full of life. That's how guns work in the finals too. What? With the pattern? Or laser gun? I didn't play enough of the finals to like learn that type of shit. You know? Each gun had specific recoil patterns. Nope, don't jump regular. You didn't really learn them? Learning the patterns is like some very high-level stuff in most games that have it. Right? It's difficult to do. It's easier to just learn the first 3 or 4 bullets and then pray for the rest if you have to spray. The way it worked in Counter-Strike was like, if you're spraying, you better be like in their ass. You better be touching them if you're gonna spray at most ranks. And then once you get to like the top 4-ish, 5-ish ranks, some people will know like 6 to 8 bullets on the spread, and everything after that is oh shit. Everything after that is like, nah, just spray. You just play guns that have mostly a vertical recoil, like the revolver. I didn't really like the guns like that in the finals much. Shit. Just fucking spin jump there, you dumbass. Oh shit. Holy lord. Holy lord. Ah, that almost fucked me. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. I think we're gonna call that there for today. That block almost fucked me so hard. Oh hell, this song's amazing. We're gonna listen to this song for a second here. This is, if I am correct, Corridors of Time from Chrono Trigger, which is a game that I don't really like that has a soundtrack that is actually pretty great. I think someone suggested that I play Chrono Trigger as my next game on stream, and I just had to be like, bro, I hate time travel. I hate time travel. There's literally one piece of media on the planet that I like that has time travel in it, and it is the exception. It does not prove the rule, you know? Time travel, to me, it just brings up too many obvious things that are, like... They just draw me out of the world, and most of the time, it doesn't add anything to the story. Right? Like, well, for example, do I think the time travel in Avengers Endgame adds anything to the story? No, I really don't think it does. I think it drew... I think it would have been way more interesting to see those characters have to deal with the aftermath of the big bad winning, rather than just, no, let's time travel and fight the big bad back in time. Like, it's awful, awful. Okay, I'm gonna go on a very short break here, and then we're gonna swap over. I never started the timer. Then we're gonna swap over to Mega Man. I will be back in like 3 minutes, tops. Okay, I'm back. That's why you pretend Endgame doesn't exist and just stop watching at Infinity War. Well, the issue with that is that I think Endgame is a good movie. It's nowhere near as good as Infinity War. Just a good movie that is made marginally worse by the time travel. Anyway, before we swap over, we're going to look at these last few screenshots that Pilot sent me of some really terrible really terrible looking skins from the Fortnite. There's 3 in particular that I want to look at that are just like, why? So help me dunk on Fortnite a little bit, because dunking on the big guy is funny. I think that's something a lot of people don't understand, is that dunking on the big guy, because the big guy has all the money and is popular and cool, right, is okay. Dunking on the little guy, it's just mean. Anyway, the first skin we're going to look at is not Jason Momoa. Don't really have a whole lot to say here. Just that whoever their face guy is either got fired or worked really hard to get much better in the coming years. Like, look at this guy. That the outfit itself looks like whatever. It is that one. What the fuck is the name of this character? Seaman? No, it's not Sea. It's Aquaman. It's that one Aquaman costume that looks. I'm personally not a fan of it, but Aquaman also just sucks in general. But the face is something else. But that's not the worst of it. That's not the worst of it. No. There are 2 skins that I saw that were worse than that. One is this, and this, to me, I mentioned how I thought Chun-Li and Ryu look like characters cosplaying as Chun-Li and Ryu, and this also just looks like that, man. This just looks like someone cosplaying as Leon Kennedy, but doing a kind of bad job of it. Again, all the details about his costume are, like, correct, right? His shoes, his pants, the knife on his chest, etc., those all look nice. But you look at his face and you're just like, bro, what is going on there? Did they even try? But that's not the worst one. The worst one is this shit. What the fuck is this shit, y'all? And I can't even make this one too large, because it's not the face here that sucks. It's not it's just... Why did they do that to this little guy? For anybody who doesn't know, this is one of the robots from Repo, which is just a... it's whatever genre Lethal Company is, right? Like a horror co-op friend slop game. But this dude's supposed to be like 2 feet tall max. And he just looks wrong like this. Anyway. I'm not going to linger on that. I'm going to delete all these images off my hard drive now. Or, I'm sorry, my SSD. I'm bougie like that. And then we're going to pop on over.